counting on one or both rookies they drafted in the first round being those X factors.
Dan, to your point about the continuity, obviously with the new CBA rules and everything and the success that this group had, they're running it back with largely the same guys. Anthony Edwards is kind of the obvious answer here, but is there anyone that you're looking towards with this young group in terms of this is a guy that could maybe take a step forward in the upcoming season?
Well, they're actually counting on one or both rookies they drafted in the first round being those X factors. And that's a little risky, and maybe it's asking too much too soon. Mm-hmm. But as you guys probably know, they're in salary cap hell now. I mean, they're way over the limit. And so there really wasn't anything in free agency of a significant nature that they were going to be able to do. So I think that explains why Tim Conley, the president of basketball operations, said, we're going to go, we've identified a couple players, especially Rob Dillingham, that we like both short-term and long-term as the long-term answer to Mike Conley, the point guard, who is obviously getting older, and Terrence Shannon, that are players they think if they handle them the right way and they keep, the expectations reasonable, that they hope certainly long-term they help them take the next step. Because otherwise it's going to have to become pretty much all internal. There aren't there are a couple other young guys maybe worth talking about, but to me, I fully think they believe that they're going to get something, maybe not at the start of the season, but over the course of the season, something out of both of those guys, and they almost view them now as the X factors beyond Anthony Edwards, presumably taking another step. Naz Reid's got some growth that he could still do, especially defensively and in some other areas of consistency, I think, with Reid, as much as he emerged this season. So they're in that position where I'm sure they were free agents. They said this guy could really help us, but they were out of money. So they pretty much had to go the draft, and I think it's why, to a certain extent, Conley decided to go all in moving assets to get what they think are one point guard of the future who can break people down, and the other guy, Terrence Shannon, who's older, but who they think can walk in, especially defensively, and for a team that prides itself on good defense and contribute.
We all silly like the mayor.